Three things quick about this verses, and then we're gonna talk about it. Tyrese won. Tank is jealous of Tyrese. Tank is the problem. Now let's get into it. Number one, Tyrese won this verses, and I'm gonna tell you why. Tyrese, first of all, going into this verse, it was Tyrese versus everybody. Let's be honest. Most of the people already had it out that Tank is better. Tank was gonna beat Tyrese. It's already embedded in their head. People don't like Tyrese because he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He's honest openly, and they don't like it. He looks like a brittle man at times. They don't like it. He looks like he's a bitter man at times, and it's because he always has to defend himself, and he don't know how to stop defending himself, and that's okay. It's already a narrative, and then Tank makes himself look so much better than Tyrese to the public, and he puts this Tyrese is all the problem. He's been doing that for years, so you have a certain picture in your head about the situation before you even go in. And we know Tank is a great songwriter. We know Tank done written hits for everybody and all this and that. Tank is not a better singer than Tyrese. Not raw vocals. Tank was in there. All that, listen. That's fine and dandy. But Tyrese can sing. I know a lot of people gonna say Tank out sung. He did not. Tank didn't even really sing real whole song. Tank entire verses was basically him playing background. It's a reason Tank brought out all those people: Jamie Foxx, LaToya Luckett, Trey Songz, and Lord forbid that was awful. Performed the same song twice, and y'all telling me that he wiped Tyrese. Tyrese did this by himself, basically. You know what I'm saying? He damn near done the entire thing by himself. And he sounded good doing it. At the end of the verses, Tank tried to sing Tyrese's song. Go back and listen how bad he sounded trying to sing Tyrese's song at the end of the verses. Making it look like he's singing his song better than him. And it was awful. He did not sound good at all. Now, did Tyrese have some mishaps? Absolutely he did. He had some trips. You know, the band was a little off at times, and that's because he was improv and they trying to keep up. And that's perfectly fine for something live and raw as they was giving us the verses. Both of them had trip ups. It can happen. Tank looked to be a little bit more organized because he had guests. Jamie Foxx was on there entirely too damn long. You can get to messing with a song so long that it becomes tiresome. They should have had ended that song 5 minutes before they did. Because they had peaked and then they had closed it out. And then they done it. They tried to do it again and again and again. They tried to peak, close out, peak, close. They tried to keep doing it over and over and over and over. To the point I'm just like, Jamie, get off the stage at this point. Tank done that with everybody. Like, they kept on dragging. Okay, Tyrese comes out and he does this thing. He sings. And what I respect about it is if it wasn't right, he got it right. But if you listen to them vocally, only thing Tank did all night, Tyrese was singing, man. That's my opinion. I think Tyrese won because he didn't need as much help. It's a reason Tank needed all that help because Tank, his own catalog, doesn't hold up to Tyrese's. I know a lot of people clown Tyrese and try to say this and that. No. Tyrese got some real bangers and he can actually sing. Tank knows that. That's why Tank used everybody else. Shit that he written for. No, we want to see a Tyrese versus Tank situation. If you brought guests in, that would be features on songs that you done with them, like how he done with Trey Songz. Guess he was the remix or whatever. But you played the same song twice. You know what I'm saying? I know Trey got there late, whatever the situation is. But it's the fact that you knew you had to have this firepower to beat Tyrese. That speaks volumes for where Tyrese is at. And a lot of people don't see that. Second, For some reason, Tank thinks he's a comedian. And I'm going to tell you why. Jamie Foxx and Kevin Hart. He's been around them so much. And I'm going to tell you something. I know the world likes to love Jamie Foxx and Kevin Hart, but behind the scenes, or if you listen to them and watch them over the years, they're not just great people. Those guys have some envious, jealous type of ways about them when there's people around. They like to insult their so-called friends. They like to embarrass you. They like to try to hurt you. It's not for fun. They try to hurt you. And that's how Tank approached his verses with Tyrese. Flattery can be in the form, insults can be in the form of flattery. And from the beginning of the verses, Tank was mocking what Tyrese was going through with his marriage, if you pay attention, with that woman, or what he went through with what he was going through in his life. And he was mocking that personally, and Tyrese caught it. And which is why he seems so bitter at points, is because he's trying to look at Tank as a brother, as this is brother jokes. But you're doing jokes about me that you shouldn't be doing to the public. And see, that was Tank's way of trying to make him look bad, because he knew he had to try to destroy his image to beat him in his verses. And that's what made this verses so cringe, is because you had one on the defensive bitter side all night in Tyrese, and then you had Tank trying to be over comedic, and he didn't sound great the entire night. It was over comedic. You was trying to do too much. You was trying to be Jamie Foxx and Kevin Hart, and you wasn't. You made a song about his turtleneck that was just a waste of time. It was dumb. Like, we come here to see a versus, not you try to be a comedian. You think you're a comedian so much that you even brought it up in the interview I've been doing comedy and such, but you're not a comedian. It's not funny the way you do it. Though that's not being a comic. What you was doing was trying to mentally, I can't say bully, but you was trying to mentally jar him. You was trying to aggravate him because you wanted to take the focus off the actual verses. I feel like Tank knew that if Tyrese came in tip top and he's connected mentally, he's focused, that he doesn't look so great. And I think that Tank didn't want people to actually see. Because if you think, Tank seems like he can be an alcoholic. That's my point. Trey Songz, I don't even know why Trey Songz was there. Like, Trey Songz sounded horrible. It was awful. God-wrenching awful. I could have sung that shit that Trey Songz sung. He sounded awful. I don't know why he brought him there. So you're gonna get some negative points there. LaToya Luckett, she was okay, not needed. Jamie Foxx, he did his thing, showed up big. That was fire. But y'all over-sang that song. Tyrese made his songs quick, brief, straight to the point, no help. Gotta go. If he did have anybody, it was a feature on his song. I don't see how you all got Tank winning. And the only reason why I say, if you got Tank a clear winner, you say Tank spanked him, that's because you're a Tank fan and you came in this already saying Tank was going to win or Tank won. That was just in your mind. But if you watch their verses, Tank did not win. And I don't think Tank is better vocally than Tyrese. Let's be real. And I know people like to paint Tyrese as the problem with the group. I don't think so. I think it's Tank. I honestly think it's Tank when you just go back and look at it. I think Tank tries to little bro them. I think Tank tries to take all the shine. And I think it's more of Tyrese. Genuine probably plays the back and say, okay, do what you do. I think Tyrese said, motherfucker, I'm a star too. If not, I'm a bigger star or was a bigger star. They're not going to sun me. And I think that's where a lot of their problems come in at. But I can definitely tell you, Tank, with his catalog and everything, we know he boasted and everything, and that's fine. He thinks Tyrese is beneath him musically, and it's really not. Songwriting, you're better. You got hits. You might be better. Vocally, hits. Tyrese got him. Why you think Tank did not just sing his own hits against Tyrese? He had to bring help. Just my opinion. Keep it real.